Good morning. Pastor Thomas Noel, Monona Lutheran Church, Monona, Wisconsin. It's Friday, September 4th. Our reading is Psalm 119:97. Oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day long. Right? And so us, for Christians today, we have the Ten Commandments, right? But Christ has fulfilled the law in our place. We don't have to follow the Ten Commandments. We use them as a guide, but the only law left to us is the law of love, right? Jesus on Monday, Thursday. Love one another. By this all men shall know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. Now, if you sin and you go against God, well, then you're putting yourself back under the law, right? The three uses of the law, right? Now, all three uses are for unbelievers. For us, only the third use of the law is for Christians, right? The law as a guide, not as a command to follow, because Jesus fulfilled the law. We don't follow under law, under obligation. We follow what God says under love. The only law left to us is love, okay? So the Torah, the law of God. Some may think that when God gave the law to Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him only 10 commandments, the ones written on the tablets of stone. But by tradition, some Jews count 613 commands recorded in the book of Moses. These commands focus on agriculture, festivals, women, damages, holy things, and purifications. The Lord gave all these commands to Israel. He called on Israel to meditate on his laws, pass them along to the children, and teach them when they go out and come in. Once every 7 years, Israel was to present herself to the Lord for a complete hearing of the law of God. This was a teaching time, when the next generation received the first hearing of God's instruction, and the older generations received reminders and reinforcements of God's commands. Because we're evil, right? Luther said if a Christian church didn't go to church for a month, or had anything to do with God for a month, they would become worse than a pagan. The psalmist reflects an attitude of deep yearning for the Lord and for his law. How does this impact your life? Do you live for yourself or for the Lord and for his kingdom? Are you following it under obligation because you think you owe God something instead of receiving? Or do you follow God out of love, the love of Christ crucified and what he did? Not what you're doing, but what he did and continues to do. Do you follow under the law, under obligation, or do you follow out of love? Right? How are you doing with loving the Lord with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul? Is the first and most important thing in your life that outweighs everything? Your property, your money, your family, your kids? Is it the most important thing of all? Draw close to God in his word, and his love wash over you today. He loves you greatly, so much that he sent his son to fulfill the law for you once and for all. Here's our prayer. Lord, help me to meditate on your law and receive the joy of your salvation once again. In Jesus' name, amen.